Welcome to my YouTube channel Mechanical Engineering Management, and this is the basic mechanical engineering video lecture series. Today we are going to discuss about adiabatic process, and at last we will derive the equation PVgamma is equal to constant. This is a very important equation for the exam point of view. So let's see first of all the outlines of the session. First we will discuss about the definition of adiabatic process with the examples, and then relation between the pressure and volume, and at last we will derive the governing equation for the adiabatic process PVgamma is equal to constant. So let's see first of all the question can be asked in the examination. Explain adiabatic process with the examples. Derive the relation PVgamma is equal to constant for an adiabatic process. So let's start with the definition of adiabatic process. An adiabatic process is actually a thermodynamic process, or you can say it is the non-flow thermodynamic process in which no heat is transferred between the system and surroundings. Very important point. In adiabatic process, there will be no any heat transfer at all between the system and surroundings. So you can say indirectly heat transfer will be zero. Now meaning of adiabatic process. An adiabatic process is a process in which a gas expands or compresses without any heat exchange with the surrounding. Next. There are actually two types of the adiabatic process, reversible adiabatic process and non-reversible adiabatic process. But reversible adiabatic process is only and only known as isentropic process. Keep in mind, non-reversible adiabatic process is not known as isentropic process. For an isentropic process, the adiabatic process must be reversible. Following are the essential conditions for the adiabatic process. First one, the system must be perfectly insulated. That means there is no any heat transfer from the system to surrounding and vice versa from the surrounding to system. Second one, the process must be carried out quickly so that there will be no any sufficient time for the heat transfer. Very simple. For the adiabatic process, there will be no any heat transferred. So indirectly you can say Q is equal to 0. Then these are the two different conditions for the adiabatic process. The system must be perfectly insulated and the process must be carried out quickly. Now let's take the examples so that you can understand the adiabatic process. First of all, the compression in the diesel engine. So here you can see this is the suction, then this is the compression. So particularly for the compression stroke, air is compressed very quickly. Here you can see the revolution per minute means RPM of this engine will be 1200 to 1800. So from that you can imagine it will be very fast process. So air is compressed very quickly. So there will be no time for heat transfer from system to surrounding or surrounding to the system. And so that you can say temperature rises quickly, so that you can consider this compression process is approximately adiabatic process. Now the second example, expansion in the gas turbine. Here you can see this is the turbine where the speed of the turbine is approximately 3000 to 4000 rpm. So in a gas turbine, the high pressure gas expands rapidly, and so that this expansion happens so fast that heat transfer is negligible, means there is no time to transfer the heat. So ideal turbine expansion is considered as a adiabatic process. In reality, there will be a little bit heat transferred But if you consider it as an ideal process, then it is considered as the adiabatic process. Now the last example, air compression in compressor. So in ideal air compressor, air is compressed quickly in the compressor, and so that you can understand there will be no any time to exchange the heat. So ideally you can assume as a zero heat transferred, so that it will be considered as a adiabatic process. Now the last portion, derivation of this equation, PV raised to gamma is equal to constant. So this is actually the governing equation for the adiabatic process. So according to the first law of thermodynamics, you know that Q is equal to W plus du. So this is the mathematical form for the first law of thermodynamics, where Q is the heat transferred, W is the work done, and du is the change in internal energy. Now as we have discussed in the previous session, W is equal to PdV, where P is the pressure and dV is the change in volume, plus du. So again you know that by definition of the du is always Cv delta T. Here I have considered the unit mass, so it will be Cv dt only, where Cv is the specific heat at constant volume and dt is the change in temperature. So my dear friend, these are actually the formula that you have to remember. W is equal to PdV and du is equal to C delta T. Now again you know that this is the adiabatic process. So as we have discussed, for the adiabatic process there will be no any heat transferred. That means Q is equal to 0. That means you can say PdV plus Cv dt is equal to 0. So let's say it is the equation number 1. Now again you know that characteristic gas equation, PV is equal to mRT. Again I am going to consider the unit mass. So m is equal to 1. Now differentiate this equation. So I can say PdV plus VdP is equal to R into dt. So differentiation of this, so I can take first P as constant and differentiate dV, plus V is constant and differentiate pressure. Here R is constant, so only differentiate this T. Now divide the whole equation by characteristic gas constant R. So here it will be PdV plus VdP by R. Here R will be cancelled, so only dt is there. So let's say it is the equation number 2. Now I am going to put this value of dt in this equation number 1. So simply put the value of dt from the equation number 2 into equation number 1. So PdV as it is plus Cv also as it is. Only put the dt is equal to this one. So here you can see dt is equal to this term is equal to 0 as it is. Now multiply the whole equation by capital R. So you will get R into PdV. Here R will be cancelled. So it will be Cv in bracket PdV plus VdP is equal to 0 as it is. I am going to put the value of R as Cp minus Cv, plus I am going to simplify this bracket. So it will be Cv into PdV plus Cv into VdP is equal to 0 as it is. Why I have introduced the R in terms of Cp and Cv? Because of I have to simplify this Cv. So now again the simplification of this one. So it will be Cp into PdV minus Cv into PdV plus this term as it is equal to 0 as it is. Now here you can see this will be cancelled. So the remaining term will be Cp PdV plus Cv VdP is equal to 0. Let's say this is the equation number 3. Now dividing the whole equation number 3 by Cv into PV. So it is very simple, whole equation divided by Cv into PV. So you can understand this is the 0. Now simplify. So PP will be cancelled here. take care, VV will be not cancelled because of this is the single term dV, means change in volume. Here you can cancel this CV as well as V and V also. Now again you know that Cp by Cv means it is the ratio of the specific heat, and you know that Cp by Cv is equal to gamma 1 upon V as it is, dV as it is. Here dP by P is equal to 0. Now integrate this equation. So gamma is constant and integration of 1 upon V with respect to dV means log V. Plus as it is, so integration of 1 upon P with respect to P, so again it is log P is equal to 0. Now again you know that this is the log rule. Gamma is over here, so it will be in the power of V. So log V raised to gamma plus log P as it is. Now here I can put the value of 0 as log C, because of you know that C is the constant and the log of any constant will be always 0. Now again the log rule, so it will be the multiplication of V raised to gamma into P. Here log C as it is. Now on both sides log will be cancelled. So it will be PV raised to gamma is equal to constant. Let's say this is the equation number 4. And this is our governing equation, PV raised to gamma is equal to constant. Here you can see this is the small v, means it is the specific volume. Here in this equation it is the volume, capital V. So you know that by definition of the specific volume V, that is V by M. So keep in mind this is the specific volume and the unit of the specific volume is meter cube per kg. That's why it is capital V by M. So I can put this value V is equal to V by M in this equation. So P as it is, instead of V is now V by M, whole raised to gamma is equal to constant. So simplified, so P into V raised to gamma upon M raised to gamma is equal to constant. Now again you know that M is constant, so M raised to gamma is also constant. So you can say PV raised to gamma is equal to constant. So this is the governing equation of the adiabatic process. Thanks my dear friends for watching this video. Press the like button and share and subscribe also.